Everyone, so this weekend is my deadline to get these 2 rooms finished, and I need to move on to doing the hallway. This one is obviously ready, and this one is almost ready. I'll show you. So this room is, I would say, 98% finished. So the floor in my sewing room I have done, and it is looking absolutely gorgeous. So I just need to do the same thing in this room. A few touch-ups to do around the window. It was actually getting so cold in here that the paint wasn't going on properly, so I've had to redo a little section there. And I need to paint that door. And then we go down here. I'm super looking forward to taking this down. Even though, as I've said before, I do love this paper. It is absolutely seen better days, unfortunately. So there's the floor all washed. So I'm just going to let it dry off now. And then tomorrow I will put some polish on it. It's probably going to be a bit of a bigger job than I anticipate, but today's Saturday, so Saturday, Sunday, I'd like to get it all down and the walls, I don't know, washed or cleaned, and then assess what I'm going to do with the wall finish, if I'm going to put paper back or if I'm just going to paint it. And then the upstairs will be done. Obviously this goes all the way down to the front door, so it's crucial that this is done because it looks really messy. And then I need to polish the stairs, or at least clean the stairs up. I don't want to polish them, I don't want them to be too slippery, but I need to put something on them, maybe some oil, just to give them a little bit of a buff up. But apart from that, yeah, we're getting there. Holy moly. I like that. Okay. This is going to take a little while, isn't it? But it's going to look good. It will do. Right, so I've taken off all the wallpaper and the hessian, and I'm really chuffed to have exposed these wooden panelling, except that they're literally just on this section. The rest is all old plaster. Now I'm giving them a little wipe down at the moment because they are incredibly dusty. There is one big problem, is that there are hundreds of nails poking through it, and that will mean I've got to try and cut them off. On the other side of this, they've put some hardboard, so these are presumably holding the hardboard on, so I can't knock them out. I've actually got to try and cut them off. So that's a little bit of a pain because there are loads of them. The other thing is at the bottom here where the trim was put on, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, possibly 11 nails in each gap that I have to take out. But I do love this panelling. I think this is wonderful, absolutely wonderful. And I think if I can just give this a light coat of white, like watered down white paint, that will be lovely here. And then possibly the same, or just white paint on the plaster. But I'm going to need to fill in quite a few of the holes on this one to make it good. Up at the very top, I'll do a little chat about that one because that is a slightly different kettle of fish. To put the fabric on, they've had to put strips of wood along all the edges, and then the fabric was nailed to that strip of wood. But when I went to try and get that wood off, it is completely destroying the plaster, and there's a lot of it. Yeah, I'm not too sure what to do. I had originally thought I would just put like a wallpaper lining underneath, and then I can just paint it white because, you know, these walls are really uneven. But yeah, I'm not up to plastering the whole walls, that's for sure. But I am wondering if I was to replace and put the fabric back in the top section, it would be a nice way of continuing with the way it was. Plus it would mean that I don't have to worry too much about all the nails and the damage to the plaster. I'm just not sure at all. Time is getting a little bit pressing right now with me having had a couple of weeks of not being able to work at my full capacity. So faffing about too much with sort of a smaller detail isn't really productive. So yesterday I washed the floor with warm water and savon noir, which took away all the grime and the surface dust. And I let them dry overnight to make sure that they're perfectly dry. And now I'm using a beeswax polish to put on the surface. And this, I'm pretty certain, is kind of what they would have done originally, well over 100 years ago. So I'm giving them some TLC. This needs to be done possibly, you know, every, I don't know, few months just to keep them buffed up. But whether or not I need to do that, I mean, I suspect just walking on it will keep it kind of shiny. I don't want it to be too slippery, that's the only thing. So once I've put the polish down, I have to wait 20 minutes before going back and then actually polishing them up. So thank you for joining me on my little adventure, and I shall see you next time. I gotta get on with this and then try and put the vlog together and see if I can get it up tonight. Okay then, take care, bye bye.